Welcome back, students. Today we are going to discuss the living world part 2, and this chapter comes under unit 1 category. Okay, so before I start the main lecture, I would like to inform that the images used in our slides are for education purpose only. We respect intellectual property right of the original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this PPT or have any concern or issue, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. And the main index part which we are going to discuss in this particular lecture, we are going to discuss mainly level of organization. Okay, life as an expression of energy and the future of living world, identification of human responsibility in shaping our future. Okay, so these are few points which we will discuss in this particular video lecture. So let's discuss. First, energy utilization. Okay, so to perform different life processes we need energy, right? We need energy for our growth, we need energy for the reproduction, we need energy for any kind of metabolic activity, for maintaining our homeostasis, right? From where we get the energy? Obviously, ultimate source of the energy is sun. Am I right? As you can see in this particular picture, the green plants, these green plant capture sunlight, light energy and convert it into chemical energy, right? After consuming, and these primary producers or so plant known as primary producers, right? And the primary consumers actually totally dependent upon the plants. They consume the plant and get their food from the plant, right? And energy from flow from sun to plant and plant to primary consumer, and obviously from primary to secondary and then tertiary and finally decomposers. So this is how from one level to another level energy move from one level to another level, right? And why? Because all the living being, we have last time in part 1 we have discussed different features of living being. Those are some comes under defining features category, and some comes under characteristic feature category. Characteristic feature category, right? Some are comes under defining, like metabolism, like consciousness, right? And these comes under defining, while characteristic comes like reproduction and growth. These comes under characteristic features of category, to just finalize whether this thing comes under living category or non-living category, right? So after that, in this particular lecture we are going to discuss about energy utilization and why all living thing, or whether it is prokaryote or eukaryote, need energy for their growth, for their reproduction, as just now I told you, and to maintain homeostasis of their own cell. जैसे like these plant capture energy from the sun through photosynthesis and convert this energy into chemical energy, convert this sunlight energy into chemical energy, while animal obtain energy by consuming plant, as you can see in this particular picture. Just now we have discussed this, right? So animal obtain this energy by consuming plants or other animals and perform their cellular respiration. So this is how a kind of food wave or energy flow occur in our ecosystem. Okay, from one level to another to next higher level, like this. So our ecosystem demonstrate the flow of energy through food web, where organisms at different trophic level obtain and transfer energy, right? So our ecosystem demonstrate the flow of energy from producer to primary consumer to secondary consumer, then tertiary, then decomposers. So this is how energy from flow from one trophic level to another trophic level. Okay. Now, biological organization. See, biological organization, this term refers to the hierarchy structure of life from the smallest unit means biomolecule level, okay, to the largest ecosystem level. This organization from initially non-living, then primary or smallest unit of living means biomolecules, we can say, then cell, then tissue, then similar kind of tissue, the organ system, and so on. This type of organization in a hierarchy manner is known as biological organization. Okay, so biological organization is a way to categorize the different level of life. To categorize the different level of life, starting from the smallest and simplest unit to the largest and most complex system. Okay, as you can see in this particular slide, this is the atom. Then with the combination of atom, different kind of molecule, or we can say compound has been formed. Different type of compounds, say it may be different colloidal type, it may be crystal type, or it may be mixture type, but these atom and molecules are under non-living category. They are not having any living characteristic which is required for living system. But if these molecules have a single character of living category, then we can use the term biomolecule for the same. Biomolecules like we can say amino acid, we can say DNA or purine and pyrimidine, we can say nucleotide, we can say, or we can say monosaccharide. So these are the biological molecules, right? So if molecule are of these type, when it comes under living system category, without which living system is not able to perform its basic functions, that time we can use the term biomolecule, because these biomolecule is essential for the basic function of a living cell. Okay, so anyways, initially atom, lowest level, then after the combination of atoms, some kind of molecules or compound has been formed. Different three category I have mentioned over here already discussed, right? If these molecules are having characteristic of biological importance, that time we can use the term biomolecules. Then organelles, right? Then organelles to living cells. Here from this living cell, a single basic structural and functional unit of living cell is a basic unit, right? So living cell comes under this category, first trophic level. Then similar kind of cell combined and perform similar kind of function, then we can use the term tissue for the same. Similar kind of tissue is able to form a same kind of organ, right? And then same type of function, then organ system. So you can see simple to more complex, then comparatively more complex, and complexity increase, right? So organ to living cell to tissue to organ system, then individual organism. Here level of biological, what is the level over here? Second level, individual organism. Then when individual organism of same kind, of same species perform a different specific type of function, or they can interbreed, then we can use the term population, right? And then different type of population of different groups, different species, they combinedly we can use the term for them. What is the term? Community. And different community when combined and live in a specific geographical area, then we can use the term ecosystem. And different ecosystem, whether it is a land ecosystem, water ecosystem, or desert ecosystem, combinedly we can use the term. All the ecosystem come under a very big category that is known as biosphere. Okay, so this is how level of biological organization occur from simplest to complex one. From simplest to complex one. Okay, clear? Now, first level, molecule or and atom level. So it is the basic unit of organization in both. As just now we have seen, this level of organization is present in living as well as non-living objects. This is the basic level of organization. An atom is in itself is lifeless. There is no life in an atom. And after the combination of different atom, molecule has been formed. Molecule may be simple, or they may be compound, or they may be small or large. It depends upon the type of atoms and the number of atoms combined together and form this molecule. The molecule found in living system, if the molecule are found in living system, that time we can use the term biomolecule for the same. That time we can call the term biomolecules, if those molecules are essential for the living system. Right. Then subcellular level. In non-living system, molecule and compound form only aggregation. Means after the combination different type of molecule, it may form different type of crystal. It may create some kind of mixture or colloid. Right. In organelles, living system, they also form subcellular structure like cytoplasmic matrix, like different cell organelles. Right. So if non-living molecules come together and form different type of non-living things, but if certain biomolecule come together and form a biological kind of structure, that time we can use different terms. Here I have mentioned two examples just for you, like cytoplasmic matrix and cell organelle. So this level is known as subcellular level organization. Then and at cellular level, cellular means cell. Right. So what is cell? Cell are the basic and functional unit of life. So subcellular component get organized and form cells. They can be these cells. If single cell, then we can use the term prokaryotes, primitive type of nucleus is there, then prokaryote. If true nucleus is there, then we can use the term eukaryote. Okay, so cell may be of two different types. There I have mentioned a example of unicellular organism like amoeba. Okay, so this is the cellular level of organization. After cellular level, tissue level and organ level. Okay, so similar kind of function, if cells are performing similar kind of functions, then collectively for all those cells, what is the term we will use? We will use this term, tissue. Okay, so tissue work together to create organs. Okay, and all the cells which are able to perform similar kind of function, that collective cells, we can use the term tissue. And collectively when tissue work together to perform a single type of work, that time, and these different type of tissue, okay, yes, it may possible different type of tissue work together and create an organ, like lungs, like heart, like our skin, or organ like our stomach, liver, whatever it is. Right. So when tissue work together to create different type of tissue organ, what are the examples I have mentioned over here? Heart tissue, human brain, lungs, these are certain examples of tissue. Right. Now organ system level. Organ system level. Organ system consists of multiple organ working together. In a particular organ system, multiple organs work together for a common function. Like if we are talking about digestive system, so in digestive system there are so many things, right? Esophagus to stomach to small intestine, large intestine, right? There are two different glands also involved in this, pancreas, liver. So this is organ system level. Okay, and similar circulatory system, there are so many different type of organs involved in organ system. There are certain veins, certain artery, right atria, left ventricle, different type of system, different type of organs or parts come together and perform a similar kind of function. That time we can use the term organ system, right? And then organism level. An organism is a complete living individual. When we use the term organism, then it means a complete living individual. It can be a single cellular like amoeba, or it can be multicellular like human, like tiger, like bird, like fish, anything, right? But that is a complete living individual. Okay, so this is the next level after organ system, organism level. After organism level, population level. Population level means these are the group of organisms of same species. Same species, when if they will intercourse, they can reproduce offspring, fertile offspring. That time we can use the term same species. So same population means group of organisms. You have to be very much conscious about it, that it is the group of organisms of same species living in same area, not different area, same area. Okay, same area is very, very important. Okay, so populations are group of organisms of the same species living in the same area. A population shares some gene pool because of interbreeding. They are able to interbreed. Okay, that's why they have shared some gene pool. After population level, next level is community level. Means population of different species found in a particular area. In a particular area, as you can see in this particular picture, this is an area. There is a population of snakes, there is a population live over here, different cattle, different plants, tree, and bird, but they all are live together in a common area, right? So this common area is common. It is useful for all type of population, whether it is a plant population, it is insect population, it is bird population, it is a mammal or whatever. Okay, so population of different, and all the species are different, but what is the common among them? Area is common. They can utilize that area for their benefit purpose, and to help each other up to a certain extent. Also they also compete to each other for their resources, but they live in a particular defined area, right? So population of different species found in a particular area constitute a community. Okay, member of community interact with one another for what? They can interact for one another for food, for shelter, for protection, and so on. Okay, so after community, next level is ecosystem level. Ecosystem level. It is an organization formed by the community of population found in an area and its abiotic environment. Okay, so it is an organization formed by the community of population and its abiotic environment. In previous one, community level, we are not discussing about abiotic components, but over here we are discussing about abiotic environment also, how they interact with each other and abiotic environment. Okay, so the two interact and influence to each other. These two means biotic, living, and non-living means abiotic environment interact with each other and influence each other. Ecosystem is largely self-sufficient, ecological, complex, which has its own flow of energy and its own biogeochemical cycle. In an ecosystem, individual constitute the smallest unit. In an ecosystem, individual, any individual constitute the smallest unit. As you can see in this particular picture, this is an ecosystem, right? Here you can see plants, you can see animal, okay, you can see some organisms which are present in the soil. You can also see some abiotic factors like water, like carbon dioxide, like other waste product, or some pollution. So sunlight, they all are interact to each other, they all are dependent to each other. Okay, like this plant utilize sunlight for its own food, for photosynthesis. Okay, and they are able to produce their fruit. This fruit or food product is further consumed by the primary consumer and then secondary consumer, and so on. And after respiration, during respiration, they release carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide, what they release, is actually utilized by the plant, and the oxygen which is released by the plant is utilized by the animal. So biotic and abiotic factor both are interact to each other, they both are influence to each other. Okay, because of there is a nitrogen cycle, there is carbon dioxide cycle, there is oxygen cycle. These all are occur during a particular ecosystem level, and all the biotic communities, all the fact and abiotic factors, they actually interact to each other. And what is the smallest unit in a ecosystem level? Any individual. Okay, clear? Now, future of the living system. What is the future of living system? The future of the living system or living world depends upon the many factors. What are those factors? Climate change, okay, biodiversity loss, population growth, resource consumption, and more. Okay, if, as you can see, these days population continuously increase because of very fast growing urban areas in various countries. Deforestation is there, right? Biodiversity, and because of deforestation, biodiversity of that particular area has been lost with the passage of time. And because of this, climate has been changed. As we continuously cut the forest, then resources are continuously decrease in number. So because of these factors, and these all are interrelated, because so many products we have obtained from the plants, so many products we have obtained from the animals, which very frequently found in forest area, right? And so these all are related. If forest is not there, then so many animals, so many different endangered species and other species which are very much comfortable in forest area, their population continuously decline, right? So these factors actually very important for us. So our future or living organism future is not predetermined or fixed, but rather it's shaped by our action, our decision, our government decision, and as an individual, for the humankind, for the human welfare, for the society welfare, it's our own duty to be taking care of our biodiversity of which is present in our country and in the world, with this purity of water, purity of air, purity of fruit, purity of soil. Okay, these are the some important aspect which is required by each, and this is the basic right for each individual which are present on this particular earth, right? So it is our responsibility, it is human responsibility to crucial in determining the fate of living world. It's our responsibility. Okay, so this is all about the chapter 1. In this particular video lecture we are discussing about different level of biological organization. In previous lecture we were discussed about characteristic and defining feature of living and non-living. So now this chapter has been finished. If you have any query, any doubt related to this chapter, you can write down to me in comment box. We will discuss it later on. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Namaskar.